can't steer it no more. Riding away, but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? It's a bliss, what you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you want to see sore. Life done slowed you down, your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds, it's telling you pack it up. You shackle by thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed, the bucks and track. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source? We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Hold up, y'all gotta pump my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we might be more Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous. Hold up, y'all.
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens and the champions of the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. On play action, here's Jackson. Moving to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second down, Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down. Down first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he will go all the way. Keaton Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Ravens are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. He connects with Jordan Addison. That keeps him ahead of schedule. It's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Minnesota.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, set.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd down, 3 to go.
Cowboy 80.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. It's a pickup of 12. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down? He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Third and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. Back out now to kick this one away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Jackson now on 2nd down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Baltimore. Give up the middle for Mitchell. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Vikings' 21-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's into the end zone. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens.
That's just too easy. At this level, Mike, you give an NFL quarterback that much time to find a receiver that open, it's just going to be pitch and catch and result in an easy 6. So they got to tighten up their coverage. They got to do a better job accounting for all these receivers, because if they have guys running that free the rest of this game, they're going to light up the scoreboard.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Bison. Check go.
Drive will start on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's over the middle and intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Now, deep ball for Bateman. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now, Jackson. Trying to set up the screen to Mitchell. Oh, yeah. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15. And a first down.
First down.
Off the play fake. Jackson. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll lead to a second down. Jackson up top again. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end, Mark Andrews, that time. And it'll be third down.
10 yards to go.
Again, it's Jackson. He's got it inside the 5. To the goal line and in. Rajante Wester. Touchdown, Baltimore. Luke now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens move out to a 21-3 advantage. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Taking this one downfield for Hawkinson. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
Rolling right. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Signal for and taken. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Tavius Robinson. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. They'll come up here first and 10. Forced out wide. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Mike Reed focused on the quarterback there, and he ran him down for a loss of 6. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up fourth down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
This one's going to be down inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down. Jackson now to throw on first down. And they will finally track him down. Great coverage downfield. Leads to a sack.
The rest of this game is all going to come down to getting stops. You find yourself down pretty big here in the first half. You have to get the ball back to your offense as many times as possible, but you can't keep giving up scoring drives, whether it's field goals or touchdowns. You need punts. You need takeaways. Give your offense a chance to start climbing back.
A big play here in the big game. 47 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Sit up! Ready! Sit up!
They'll run. It's out of the gun, and it's Mitchell. And he surges for it for a gain of about 5. Here comes 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. And he will score! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Ty Felton now on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Ready up! Unlock line! Unlock! Let's go! Go!
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. The second charge timeout for Minnesota as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Look at play action here with McCarthy on the run to the right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
Chandler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. Ty Felton now on the return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to stop this inside the 25. A big one there to start the second half. A gain of 57 yards.
First down.
Up the middle they go. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
They'll stick with him again. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. So they're going to take over at their own 8-yard line.
And in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with it.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down. Here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Raven 1st down. Here comes Mitchell on the toss to the right. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson now. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
1st down, Ravens.
They'll run it over center with Mitchell. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. From the 33, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jackson. It's out to Andrews as they set up the screen. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So, 1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 61. We are back for the 4th from New Orleans after this. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He gets this complete to Mitchell. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. On first down, it's Mitchell. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. A gain there of 11. First down, Baltimore.
Yeah.
Another run here with Mitchell. And a good tackle out wide. Will hold him to a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Come on. 180. Nice shot. Cut.
Second down, Jackson. Out to his right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Picked off by Theo Jackson. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Hawk 70.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. Flush to his right. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Mike MrEA in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack. Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Third down. We'll try to get it on the ground. And he is going to have a Vikings first down. He'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
At the 29-yard line.
Just under 2 minutes to play on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. First and 10.
Set. Bronco.
To throw is McCarthy. Moving outside the pocket. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there for the sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's...
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
This fielded at the 2. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. That's to the left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Here we go. One final play. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. That's seemingly pretty silly with 1 second left in the game.
Let's go now.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.